Oh my god. We live. God, Jingyu is so hot. Anyways. I still haven't finished building her. Like, I'm trying my best, but oh my god. This place has... The relics have not been nice to me. Like, this is decent. That's... Nah, it could be better. I was hoping it to fall into either attack percent or crit damage. I'm not, like, that's literally an offbeat. I literally don't have... I don't have an on-set crit damage piece. I keep getting crit rate or defense for some fucking reason. And I have this attack one that's garbage. Look how much defense is on there. And then I have this one. I just use it as a substitute because I don't have anything else. Then I have this one, which isn't good at all. Like, I think my best... I legitimately think my best built character is my Zila. Like, I honestly think my best built character is my Zila. Look at this. 63.8 over 163.4 with 3k attack. Like, everything, all of her traces are finished. All of them 10, 10, 10, 6, 10, 10, 10. Like, my Zila is my best built character, and she hits like a fucking tank. But anyways, that's not what we're here for. We're here for the 1.4 content, which is going to be... Okay, wait. Do I do the Jingyu companion quest first, or do I do...
Where there are people,
the
there
event?
is noise.
Okay, we're gonna do the event first. We're gonna do the event first. Or do I want to do the because the companion mission isn't that long. It's usually like less than an hour. So should I do this? The event, the companion. No. I'll do it. We're gonna do the event. Let's do the event.
Hey, did you hear about our next stop? It's a world called Penacony. I hear it's a beautiful, dreamy place. I'm so excited.
If I remember correctly, it used to be essentially Space Alcatraz, right?
But Pom Pom said the banquet we were invited to is still a little ways off. What can I do to pass the time? Huh? Is that my phone? Must be the group chat.
What group chat are you part of? Oh yeah, the one with Bronya. I forgot. She is so... Like... She's like... She doesn't know how to use, like, group chat and everything. She's so awkward. I love it. Bronya, we're missing you so much. That's an odd way to say that. We're on preparing some warm festivals. Both the Santa Celebration festivals have been suspended for years due to the fragmentum and the lockdown, and Bellabongs now really need a heated celebration to lift their spirits. Time left to wait for so far in reviving Bellabog. I'm down. Let's go party. Don at Don Hung. Bronya's great.
That Don Hung. He can't just ignore Bronya.
No, it would be even better if I fucking had Bronya. I don't. I have 3 of the standard meta characters and they're all E1.
Let's go to
Except
his
for
room
Welt.
and talk to him.
Welt is the only one I don't have that's E1. I have 4 of the standard characters and they all of them are E1 except for Welt. The one standard character I use probably the most I don't have an E1. That's the most annoying thing about it. Like, oh my god.
Donhung, Branya just sent all of us a message. Did you see it yet?
So, when Donhung is in his dragon elf, like, can he just switch out of his dragon elf form? Like, now he's Donhung. Like, oh, I don't feel like having horns today. I'm just getting like he can just do that.
Yes, I saw it.
Then why didn't you reply? Branya's a good friend of ours.
Because he's emo, that's why.
I'm sorry. I'm just not in the mood for idle chat. There's been a lot weighing on my mind since the Luofu. It was tough on the spirit.
In other words, where are you? And I'm so sorry.
Donhung, I'm the one who should be sorry. I was being too pushy. You're right. You went through a lot on the Xianzhou. Take all the time you need.
See, this is why you need guys as friends. I would have looked at Donhung and be like, stop being a bitch. Stop being a rude. Come on, let's go hang out. Like, come on now.
No thanks. I'll be staying on the Express. It's great that Belobog is able to host a celebration. I hope your trip goes well. Say hi to our friends for me.
Okay. Rest up. You're not allowed to miss the next Trailblaze expedition.
I'll be there next time.
He won't budge, huh? Looks like it's just the two of us then. Pity. He's gonna miss out. We never get the chance to go on a stress-free adventure.
Stress-free for us or stress-free for the planet?
Don't get yourself all worked up. If Eurillo 6 is strong enough to withstand a Stellaron, it'll be just fine. If only Himeko could come with us.
Why Himeko? Why? Yeah, let's bring wealth. I'm sure he'll have a great time at this festival. I feel like he's a little too old school for it.
Maybe not. He's still wheezing from the trouble we got into on the Xianzhou. You didn't notice? At his age, he might not appreciate the extra... excitement.
Yeah.
Why don't we go ask Himeko to tag along? She might be up for an adventure.
Yeah, she really hasn't really
You've been
done
on the
anything.
Express for a while now, but you've never gone on a trip with Himeko before, right? Well, now's your chance.
Yeah, she hasn't really done anything really since the start of the game. Like, she had like... I was thinking she's gonna come with us on Penacony.
Hey, March. That's a big smile on your face. What's the good news?
Himeko, there's a celebration coming up on Eurillo 6, organized by the Supreme Guardian, and we're invited to go take in the sights and sounds. Donhung won't be going anywhere for a while. He's still resting up, so wanna come with us? I mean, considering how you helped us out with Cocolia, I'm sure Branya would be happy to see you.
So that explains the grin. You're excited about the celebration. Thanks for the invite, but I'm afraid my hands are full right now. Please send my regards to the Supreme Guardian.
Oof, that's gotta be rough. Like, are they gonna have her do anything? Like, I'm probably one of the few people that actually want Himeko. Like, if I lost a 50-50 and got Himeko, I wouldn't be too mad at it. But has she really done anything in the story so far?
Make the most of the festivities. You've earned it. You two and Donhung did help save Eurillo 6 after all. I'll be sure to join you guys next time.
Navigators really do have their plates full, huh? Seems like it's just you and me this time. Let me go pack some stuff for the trip first. Come and find me when you're ready to set off.
Whoa. Whoa. Holy shit.
So, what do you think about my new dress? Pretty neat, right?
Holy shit. Bro. Usually I'd say March 7th is cute, but she's actually hot. At least in this dress, she's hot. Holy crap. When did you buy it? I guess it's just a very fancy.
It's been sitting in my wardrobe collecting dust for far too long, but now I finally got the chance to wear it. This kind of event doesn't come around every day. Why shouldn't I dress for the occasion? You're not really gonna wear that same old outfit, are you?
What do you mean? It's such a judgmental look. Go fuck. I look great. Go fuck yourself. Oh wow, I'm blushing.
Let's just pretend I never said anything. As long as one of us is making an effort.
If they don't make this an outfit that you can buy, they're really missing out on some money.
Pajamas, hot water bottle, pom-pom doll. That should be everything. Let's go. Wow, that was fast. Don't you have anything you want to bring with you?
March, I'm a guy. The only thing I need is like 2 days worth of underwear and like 3 shirts. I'm good. My relics all have speed attributes. They'll kill me.
Huh, you do seem to travel light. But don't you at least need some pajamas?
Bro, I could sleep in my underwear. I'm good.
I was just taking a look at Mr. Yang's records, and it seems like Eurillo 6's average temperature has warmed up quite a bit. It's much warmer than it was on our first trip there. I wouldn't call it livable just yet, but things are looking up. I'm so happy for Branya and Zila. Ready to go?
Yep, let's go.
Belobog, here we come.
Oh, hey, it's Numby. And there's Topaz.
Galabon. 700 years.
I think it's the first time I heard her voice.
It's never too late to pick up the tab.
Oh, brr! How do people living in all this snow celebrate anything? Oh, one thing's for sure, though. Where there's a celebration, there's bound to be food, right? Oh,
Here's another query. Why the hell would
wait
you
a
come?
sec. That person over there, that doesn't look like a Silvermane Guard uniform.
Yeah, here's another thought that just crossed my mind. We're going to a planet that is literally in a never-ending ice age, and you're wearing a dress? Why the fuck? Like, I feel like this is less. I feel like this is less comfortable and like less like warm than like her normal outfit. Why the fuck would you wear this in a place that's literally a never-ending ice age?
All in black. Surely they're not IPC on this world? Am I going crazy?
What an ugly uniform. No, that uniform, it's not the worst.
That's what I'd like to know. If they're here to look for Findy, then they're more than just a little late. There's only one way to find out. Let's go ask. I've always found IPC staff easy to talk to.
Here's the thing though. I very obviously have a connection to Kafka. And Kafka and the IPC don't have the best relationship. So I feel like by association I probably shouldn't deal with the IPC. Like, just saying.
Hi, do you work for the Interastral Peace Corporation? Or are you just dressing fancy today?
Damn, just stonewalled. Oh, he's looking at me.
Boss, encounter with 2 unknowns. Want me to take them out? Over.
Take him out. What the fuck?
Take us out?
What, like for dinner? Oh yeah, sure, totally. I'm sorry. I saw the opportunity and I took it.
Take them out? Just hang tight for a second. I'm on my way. Don't do anything stupid. Glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Topaz, an investment expert from the Interastral Peace Corporation. I'm here on Eurilla 6 for a special business assignment.
Bro, I love her hair. Like, goddamn. The red and white, yeah, this looks really good.
You'll have to forgive my colleague here. People skills aren't his strong suit. Please don't take it to heart.
Phew. You scared the life out of me. We're here for the celebrations. We're not looking for more conflicts. Oh, right. We should probably introduce ourselves. I'm March 7th, a passenger of the Astral Express. You may have heard of it? And this is my friend and fellow passenger.
No kidding. I could tell you weren't locals from a mile away, but I didn't expect to run into 2 nameless here. Fate is such a curious thing.
I will say, not that the voice acting is bad, but I feel like it just doesn't match her face. I don't know why. It just feels weird. Like, it doesn't sound like when I look at Topaz, I wouldn't expect her to have such a deep voice. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I heard that Eurilla 6 only stepped out of the Stellaron's shadow thanks to the direct intervention of the Trailblazers. Surely you 2 aren't...
Yep, that's us. The honor is yours. The honor is yours. I could be such a cocky prick. What the hell?
So humble all of a sudden, huh? Are you feeling all right? Should I call a doctor?
I never imagined I'd run into living legends here. Must be your lucky day, huh, Numby?
Wow, Miss Topaz. You're really young for an IPC executive. That's impressive.
More good luck, I suppose. But it's not as cushy as you think. Scurrying from one side of the galaxy to the other. Going wherever businesses require me to be.
Huh. Your job sounds pretty similar to the express cruise. Aside from the business, I guess. Oh, Branya moves fast. The crisis is only just over and she's already opened talks with the IPC.
These talks aren't exactly what you might expect. But I have to agree. The Supreme Guardian definitely knows how to govern a city. That's the reason I'm here on Eurilla 6, to meet with her. Miss March, you said you were on your way to Belobog festivities, right? My apologies for delaying you both.
Don't be sorry. It's not like we're in a rush. Want to come to the city with us? The snow plains are freezing, and it's easier than you think to get lost out here.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll manage. It's my first time on this world. I'd like to take it in its vast, iconic snowscape for just a little longer. Who knows? Maybe we'll cross paths again during the celebrations. Oh, here's my contact information. I don't usually respond during work hours, but I'd be happy to chat off the clock.
Wow. You're just giving us your number just right off the bat, eh? That's a little odd, but sure.
Wow, I actually managed to get an IPC executive's phone number without even trying.
Teach me how... Yeah, I'm in charge of a project worth 8 billion credits, by the way. I like these both. What should I say? Teach me how to get rich.
Me too.
You two make a cute pair. Anyway, I'd better be on my way. See you next time.
Hell is this? Oh, okay. So this is the recap. Okay, so we can go back and look. Oh, okay.
The universe is huge. Yet, we somehow stumbled onto the same path. Fate truly works in mysterious ways, don't you think? Come on, let's head into the city. Wow, there are people everywhere. Are you sure we're in Belobog? And now to check out the main event, the food. Come on, keep up.
I mean, I would love to shit on March, but she's not wrong, bro. Every time somebody's like, yo, bro, there's a sick party going on. Like, we should go chill out. We're gonna go meet people. I always have the same exact question. Is there food? Because I'm not going unless there's food. Oh, look, Serval. Let's go talk to Serval.
Hey, quick! Serval's about to start singing.
Woo! Thanks, everyone! Hope you're ready for a great show. Let's get started.
You know what's funny about Serval? I swear she's like 40-something. Like, she's in her 40s. Because she's supposed to be about the same age as Cocolia because they went to, like, school together. So I think she's, like, somewhere in her 40s. But she's still hot, so...
Heartbeats will shake me, so rules can't break me. Crank the sound and let your soul be free. Lightning strikes right off the wall. Let yourself fall into it all.
Not bad, but it's definitely better than the fucking Hootao rap from last year's Lantern Rite. So I'll give it that. Okay, bro, don't cream your pants. Serval's right there. Oh look, Javar, let's go see our boy.
Formation.
Ta-da! Guess who's back?
It's you two. Welcome back to Belobog. The Supreme Guardian mentioned there'd be mystery guests attending the Soulworm celebrations, but I didn't think it'd be the Express crew. I hope you had a smooth journey. I should have dispatched Silvermane guards to welcome you on arrival. My apologies.
Aw, it's fine. You really don't have to apologize. We're just passing through. It's no big deal.
Understood. I hope you both enjoy the festivities. Please make sure you keep your personal belongings safe. Pickpockets tend to take advantage of events like this. We'll be performing additional patrols.
Got it. We'll get out of your way then. Bye.
Bye for now. Station.
Alright. I know I saw Pela. Yeah, there's Pela, but what's over here? Oh, just a random person. Alright, we're gonna go see Pela.
Is that Pela? Looks like she's teaching the kids again.
Next, I'll be introducing the history of the museum. Belobog's History and Culture Museum was founded 600 years ago and was originally built to memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa.
So hungry. I wish I could have a red sunset salmon right now.
It was built to memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa Rand, and also...
Guess what? I heard there's gonna be a Silvermane adventure camp opening in the overworld soon. It's gonna be super awesome.
Pela, this is where you fucked up. You're talking to kids with the attention span of a squirrel. They're not gonna pay attention to shit like this. You need to say something like, "Oh, this museum was built on top of a burial ground that was blown up 3 years before the excavation started." You need to say something like that to keep their attention, because these kids don't give a fuck. I'm telling you right now, history is not something that is not a subject that people have an easy time staying awake in.
Also, those who sacrificed their lives in the war against the invaders 700 years ago.
Miss Payla, Peter's falling asleep.
There you go.
Enough. From now on, no whispering aloud. If you don't want to have any homework later, you'd better start listening.
Sorry, Miss Payla.
That's better. Now, where was I?
Oh, I never knew Payla had a strict side.
She's just a nerd. Let her be a nerd.
Phew. Who'd have thought just taking a stroll could be so tiring? Say, I think we should probably pay Branya a visit. After all, she was the one who invited us here. Or we could go check out some other fun stuff elsewhere. Your call.
Now, let's go see the woman that continuously evades my account. Let's go see Branya. Let's go see the character that just will not come home to my account for some fucking reason. Oh shit, well, there's Topaz. And Branya looks stressed.
I understand the difficulties that this world is facing, Supreme Guardian. Belobog's current financial burden cannot be pinned on you, nor anyone else for that matter. However, objectively speaking, since Belobog has existed as an independent entity to this day, its debt cannot simply be written off.
What? Bro. She has an evil smile on her face while she's saying, hey, you're broke and you owe us money. Bro, she has such an evil smile. She's like, hey, look, I know your planet basically had a cancer for the last 700 years, but you kind of owe us money. So yeah, you gotta pay up for that. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, it looks like we have some visitors.
Branya! And Topaz? You're here too? I guess you've already started your business talks. We'll get out of your way if...
It's no bother. We've pretty much wrapped things up already anyway. Please consider my plans carefully, Supreme Guardian. If Eurilo 6 wants to rebuild its connections with the rest of the galaxy, your credit record with the IPC will be of great importance.
You've made yourself clear, Miss Topaz. I'll require some time to consider my next course of action.
Naturally. However, while you're deliberating, my colleagues will need to carry out some operations in Belobog. I hope that your subjects in the underworld are cooperative. I'm sorry our business got in the way of a reunion with old friends. I'll get out of your way.
You are so goddamn thick. Holy shit, those thighs.
Is everything alright, Branya? I didn't know Miss Topaz was so... intense. She seemed nice when we met her.
It's good to see you two again. Welcome back to Belobog. I'd planned a special reception, but I had to deal with an unexpected guest. The lady you just witnessed, she claims to represent the IPC. There's no need to keep either of you in the dark. To tell the truth, I have too much weighing on my mind right now to even think about the Saltworm Festival.
And yeah, you guys are kind of broke and you owe money to the IRS of the universe.
Since you've already made her acquaintance, I needn't explain who she is.
Yeah, yeah, you're kind of in trouble for some tax evasion, eh?
I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history the first time you visited. The Legion's invasion 700 years ago, how the Stellaron brought about the eternal freeze. It seems that much of Belobog's history from that time was buried deep beneath the snow. Those memories were lost and weren't passed down to the subsequent generations of Supreme Guardians. Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's descent upon Yarilo 6. How the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster and chose to leave in large numbers. Among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral Peace Corporation. Before they departed, they did something noteworthy. They sought out architects who refused to leave, those who insisted on defending their homes. The IPC provided these architects with significant funds to aid them against the coming disaster. It was with those funds that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the first batch of automatons was drawn from the same pool.
Wow, that's a pretty incredible story. So, does that mean Topaz's business here is to collect a debt from Belobog?
Bro, does the IPC not have a statute of limitations? We're talking about a debt from nearly a millennia ago. Like, come on. Like, even there has to be a statute of limitations. Like, we're talking about a fucking an investment and a debt that happened almost a millennia ago. Like, what the fuck is it? What kind of rationale is that? Like, there is literally no one on this planet that has anything to do with that loan. Like, what the fuck?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
That's ridiculous! And what's with the timing? What took them so long to get here? If it wasn't for us eliminating the Stellaron, they'd have nothing to collect. It's obvious they're just trying to take advantage.
Yeah, remember that fucking witty grin that Topaz had while she was basically saying, "Hey, you're broke, but you kind of owe us some money, so I need that shit."
According to her account, the repayment period agreed upon by the architects and the IPC investors was 280 years. However, less than a century after the loan was taken out, the connection between Yarilo 6 and the rest of the galaxy was completely severed. The IPC deemed that the disaster had caused irreparable damage and that there was no civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, they considered the owed sum permanently lost. It wasn't until the Stellaron crisis was resolved that the IPC discovered that Belobog had survived.
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
And the interest.
Oh my god. The interest? An interest that's accrued over what? Like, okay, so 700 years minus 280. 420, over 420 years? Are you kidding me? Holy shit. What was the percent of the interest? Does it even matter? That's 120 years. Oh god.
An astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long string of numbers. Before you both arrived, Topaz warned me that if the payments were delayed, the IPC would give her the authority to employ strong measures.
Oh, I had no idea things were like this. Here I was thinking the IPC had come to rebuild Belobog, not extort it.
Looks like we'll have to intervene.
Yeah, we have to help Bronya out. The IPC is too big and powerful. The Belobogians won't be able to resolve this problem on their own.
Yeah, but okay, but you have to remember something. This is like a debt, an astronomical debt. How the fuck are we supposed to help them? We can't just fight the IPC.
You seem to have a deeper knowledge of the Interastral Peace Corporation than I do. But if the records are accurate, and they truly have a presence throughout the galaxy, the IPC could crush Belobog like a bug if they wanted to. I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the festival, but now I must ask you and the Astral Express for help. Do you think you could persuade Topaz to reevaluate the situation? The Express's reputation precedes it. perhaps there's still hope?
Have no fear, Branya. When a friend's in need, the Nameless will always be at their side.
Yeah, let's have a chat.
Yeah. After all, this guy here is a pretty good negotiator.
Thank you so much, both of you. I'm so sorry for dragging you into more trouble. While you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation. Best of luck, and stay safe.
Oh, hey! I just remembered. Topaz gave me her number. We might as well just be direct and ask her where she is. She seems like the type of person who appreciates a straight approach.
Watch her be like Herta. She's like, she just left us on. She just leaves us on red the whole time. Yep, AI reply. There we go. Section. Oh my god. I like how her profile is Numby.
Okay, got it. She's at the museum. Let's get going. We better think about what we're gonna say. She might be young, but she is an IPC executive. She's definitely no pushover.
Where'd she go? Oh, Topaz. The fuck is this lady? Oh, there she is.
Oh, it's you two again. This is the third time today we've run into each other.
Why do I feel like I recognize her voice? I feel like I've heard her voice before. You know what it is? No, you know what it is? She sounds like a younger Yelan. Like that's what it is. She sounds like a younger Yelan. Like if Yelan was like 10 years younger, I feel like this is what she would sound like. And that's why it's throwing me off, because I feel like Topaz should have a higher pitched voice. But anyways, I digress. The point is, I think she should have a higher pitched voice, but the voice acting itself is really good. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Why, of course I will. Meeting friends from the Astral Express is always a moment worth cherishing. What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from the artist's strokes, I can tell it's no ordinary piece.
Oh. Damn that ass. Anyways.
It portrays a certain kind of sorrow, you know? Not your everyday kind of sadness. It runs much deeper than that. It's as if the artist had condensed history into one poignant but sorrowful image. The artist's brushwork depicts several generations' hardships.
I was thinking the exact same thing. No, I wasn't. You know your art.
Not at all. The analysis of an aficionado. I wouldn't take my word for it. The Express has visited many worlds. I'm sure the Nameless have a far greater knowledge of such things than myself. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, what I'm drawn to isn't the style in which a piece is painted, but its overall value. Its intrinsic value may only be 50,000 credits, but its added value might push the total up to 200,000.
Sorry for crashing your artist party, but we came to talk to you about something else.
Oh? A collaboration between our two sides, perhaps?
A collab, really?
Actually,
Let's walk and talk. This way. Most exhibits in this museum are of little value. But with a keen eye, it's possible to find a diamond in the rough, so to speak.
Miss Topaz, Bronya's already told us about Belobog's debt situation.
Oh. You two are closer than I expected with her.
We got
So,
connections.
How can I help? Not sure in the arrangement, or...
Help me out here. You know I'm not good at this kind of thing.
Unreasonable. The express will pay off. The express will pay off. Yeah, we'll just take a debt. Okay, no.
I see. I understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreasonable it appears. However, you must understand that debt collection is a big part of my job. I've dealt with cases far more difficult than Belobog's. I appreciate each case has its difficulties, but if I treated every late debtor as a special case, the galaxy's economy would come to a grinding halt.
And if the debt can't be paid?
The Strategic Investment Department is well versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor various repayment solutions, but Eurillo 6 has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm afraid milder solutions aren't the order of the day. So, I proposed to Bronya. Oops, almost gave away trade secrets there, didn't I? That was a close one.
What? Why not?
The exhibits here are pretty ordinary. I estimate they're probably not worth much. Let's keep moving.
Is she planning to sell the museum?
So you're basically saying the Belabogians must pay off their ancestors' debts.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of life.
I'm not sure it's as poetic as that.
Wow, look! Is that little critter native to Eurillo 6? It's so white and fluffy. Where can I find a live one?
It's probably extinct.
I suppose it probably is. Otherwise, it wouldn't be on display here. That's such a shame. I absolutely adore little animals. Have you guys met Numby yet? I guess they're off playing somewhere.
So, Miss Topaz, what exactly will it take for the IPC to go easier on Belobog? Bronya invested so much just to make this world a little better. And now, it feels like all of her efforts will be undone in the blink of an eye. It's just so cruel.
What do you take the IPC for, Miss March? We're just the same as Belobog's architects. We're all followers of the preservation.
Really? The IPC follows the path of preservation? Really? I mean, it makes
No matter
sense,
what
but...
solutions we propose, we will always take the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Otherwise, we'd be no different from the Legion, would we?
So you're saying there's nothing to worry about? But Bronya...
Don't worry yourself too much. The Supreme Guardian is a wise person. She'll understand. But, to answer your question directly, it'd take a miracle. I'll complete the Eurillo 6 project no matter what obstacles I encounter.
This isn't going as planned. What should we do?
I mean, what do we expect to happen? Like, you what? Like, what could you think we could just walk up to the IRS and be like, yo, homie, like, I know we just met, but like, you think you just, you know, like, just forgive the debt of like the $1.6 trillion that we owe you? Like, you think you can just do that for me, big homie? Like, what the fuck?
I wouldn't waste too much energy on this matter. Why not make the most of the festive atmosphere? Oh, looks like one of my colleagues is after me. My apologies, but I should probably take this. Bye!
So, what now? We spent ages trying to convince her, and she didn't move an inch.
I mean, she's probably used to that. We should keep pestering her. Yeah, I mean, we have to look at it from her side, too.
I guess so, but that still doesn't fix Branya's problem. I guess Miss Topaz is just doing her job. And as far as the Express is concerned, I think it'd be unwise to make the IPC our enemy. All these vested interests. It's so hard to undo any of it. They teach this stuff in school. Wait, did I even go to school?
I love that line. Wait. It's like, oh god, this reminds me of like the shit I had to do in school. That I may or may not went to.
Did someone send you a message?
Oh, look, if it isn't our favorite, tomboy. Of course, I just remember what to do. She told me not to mess with him for the time being. Yeah. I'm saying you and anyone else. And that was Zila. Zila, you're my best built character. I will continue to use you till the end of my period with this game. I will use you forever. I promise you.
Huh? The IPC are causing trouble in the underworld? Already? Seriously? Topaz was just talking about taking the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Oh, and now they're pulling this stunt? You really can't trust these money-hungry IPC suits for a minute.
Let's just go.
Again? I don't think I have it in me to play the hero today.
But being the hero's
I
fun.
guess
Come on, let's go.
complaining won't get us anywhere. Let's go lend them a hand.
Good luck fighting in that thing, though. Like, good luck fighting in that dress, though. That's gonna
Where
be
there
interesting.
are people, there is noise.
When do we go home, Gran?
Zila!
Hey! Am I glad to see you two here? I'm not sure how much longer we can hold out.
Oh, she changed. Well, I thought she was about to kick ass in a sundress. That would have been funny.
Nobody's been seriously hurt, but a few Wildfire members got minor injuries. Fortunately for us, it seems like they were holding back. Their weapons and automatons are much stronger than anything we have. You see those two in black? They've been guarding the mine entrance. They're not letting anyone in or out. Hey, just because you have fancy equipment doesn't mean you can bully us. Who do you think you are? What's the matter? Got nothing to say?
What's going on inside the mine? Any ideas?
A few miners made it out earlier. They looked pretty panicked. They said the whole mine had been seized by the people in black. These uninvited guests keep talking about asset evaluation, whatever that means. All I know is that they're seriously disrupting the lives of the Underworlders.
And where's Topaz? Oh wait, does she even know who Topaz is?
Who?
We were just talking to her in the museum. Do you think her cronies are acting without her authorization?
The person you're talking about. Are they in charge of the people in black? Potaz, Pazto, whatever her name is, she can wait.
Topaz?
Right now, the most important
wait,
thing
wait.
is to free those trapped in the Great Mine.
Potaz,
Are you two with
Pazto.
me?
Wow. Only Zila can screw up a name as easy as Topaz. Not even Marsh could fuck up a name like that.
Hey, you two! Cat got your tongue or something? If you knew what was best for you, you'd get out of my way!
You guys must be exhausted standing here all day. How about you take a little lunch break? I'm sure the IPC allows that, right?
I'm gonna guess, stand aside. Sure, let's get some, let's get some lunch, bro.
What's their deal?
You two were talking to the director in the snow plains.
So it's you! You're the one who was threatening to take us out in the snow plains! Do you even know who you're talking to? If your boss knows to treat us with respect, you'd better start showing some yourself.
I can't let you pass. My team leader said that if anyone gets through, I'll lose 6 months of performance bonuses.
Team leader? You're even lower on the pecking order than I thought.
Goddamn, March, chill out, bro. man, bro, it's not his fault that Topaz needs to come collect the debt. He's just trying to get a paycheck. Like, chill out. Goddamn.
Shut up! I spent 7 years on a forsaken asteroid preparing to join the IPC. I went through 17 interviews before they finally hired me. What right do you deadbeats have to criticize me?
IPC? Interviews? I don't know what you're rambling on about, but you're really testing my patience. No need to waste our breath on this idiot. Let's do this.
Oh, okay, we're just going straight to kicking ass.
Time for a buzz.
Can't kill me. Tedious.
Time for some hardship. Stand down.
Let me tend your wounds. Vitamin! Good as new.
Stand down. Blade of moonlight.
Time for some hardship.
Time to show what's in your prescription!
I pressed the wrong button, but whatever.
Good as new. This combat needs up. This is double speed.
In the lunar flame.
That's it? He sure took off quickly.
Well, that's because you kicked his ass. Like, oh my god. All right. Hold on one second. I gotta fix something. I'm about to end the stream real quick, but I need to fix something.
Ah, 17 rounds of interviews and these are the best people they can find? Huh, what a joke.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've been warned that the ones in the mine won't go down without a fight. Let's set off when you're ready.
I'm ready now.
Caught your breath yet? It's time to show these IPC fools who they're dealing with. Right after we finished chatting with Topaz in the museum, did it take you that long to notice? I thought you were supposed to be the observant one. The quicker we handle the IPC, the faster we can get back to enjoying the celebrations. Let Zila know.
Ready for action? It's time to kick the IPC out of the underworld. Let's get moving.
Here's the thing, though. I don't know if that's a really good idea. Like, just saying. I'm not sure if that's the best idea. Am I just gonna switch Silverwolf or... Yeah. Well, Svarog. Hey, Clarence Svarog. It's been a while. Oh, don't tell me.
Hello.
Wow, really?
It's Mr. Svarog, isn't it? And this cute little girl must be Clara.
Hello, miss. Are you...
I'm Topaz. I've come to have a chat with Mr. Svarog.
Clara, go inside and wait for me.
Huh? But if you have a guest, maybe I should...
She is not a guest. Neither is she a friend.
Oh, he knows what's up. He's like, he's like, this bitch is here for my taxes, so, yeah.
Go, Clara. Everything will be fine.
So, it seems my source was right. Who'd have thought that such a strong bond could exist between a giant robot and a little girl? So heartwarming.
Aren't you like best friends with an alien dog? Like, what do you mean? Bro,
You wear
Svarog.
the insignia of the Interastral Peace Corporation. What is your motive for coming here?
Bro, I was about to say Svarog. Like, you're just straight up just staring at her tits. What the hell, bro?
Straight to the point, huh? I like your style. Eurillo 6. Are robots familiar with that term? Anyway, it refers to the planet we're currently standing on. It's about to become the property of the IPC. No one can reverse this outcome. Not you, not the Nameless, nor any power in the galaxy. I only care about one thing right now. Demonstrating to the shareholders of the IPC that Eurillo 6 can generate value. In the long run, this is a way, the only way, to ensure Belobog's long-term interests. I need your help to achieve this goal.
Long-term interests undefined. Analyzing objectives. Analysis failed. Tell me, emissary, how do you plan to convince the IPC leadership?
That's simple. I'll show you.
What was that?
This is...
Source code. Or to be more precise, source code that is able to take control of all mechanized units in Belobog. I'm sure you're familiar with this. All mechanized units manufactured in Belobog over the last 700 years utilize the underlying systems created by the IPC. The code is so refined that the engineers never saw any reason to change it.
Wait, does that mean Svarog is technically property of the IPC?
I assume you're also aware that there was once a large automaton factory in the underworld. Thousands upon thousands of automatons, enough to crush the Legion's vanguard, lay dormant within. This is my bargaining chip for negotiating with the higher-ups. I'll convince them that Eurillo 6 has a place in the company's long-term strategies. But first, I need a guide to show me where these automatons are buried.
I'm getting a flashback because I think remember we saw a lot of these buried automatons looking for pieces. I think it was in Clara's companion quest where we learned about these buried automatons.
I understand. Your long-term interests can be defined as the survival of civilization at a macro level. What are your intentions for the people currently living here?
Their future has already been purchased. All I can do is make them accept this fact, using a relatively peaceful approach.
I understand. I will assist you with your plan.
Oh, so you're not as stubborn as the rumors suggest.
The future you speak of is beyond my computational range, but my emotional analysis indicates that you are indeed trying to find ways to ensure the survival of this world. Additionally, calculations indicate a 96.4% probability of compliance through force if I refuse to cooperate.
Well, at least he knows what's up. Even Sparrow has to
Your
be blunt.
calculations are slightly on the conservative side. Here's to our future cooperation. If you wouldn't mind leading the way, Mr. Sparrog.
All right, I guess we're gonna go. we're gonna walk in and fuck up this plan, I guess. Oh, hey, it's Numby.
All the miners here, huddled together. Anyone else getting deja vu?
She really just lets Numby do whatever like it wants. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but she really just lets Numby just walk around and do whatever it wants. Like she just lets Numby just walk around on the other side of the planet, just like, I'm sure Numby will find me eventually. Like, goddamn, bro.
Well, the situation here is pretty similar to when you first arrived. It's just that instead of a few thugs and broken robots, now we're dealing with much more formidable adversaries.
Hey, check it out! Isn't that Topaz's little trotter over there? Oh, what was it again? Numby, right?
What? Isn't that thing a fragmentum monster? She's keeping one as a pet?
The IPC are all about their sci-fi sorcery, so it's not that surprising. Wanna go take a look?
She's so shocked by it. Oink, oink. Yeah, like, Numby is pretty cute. Numby is pretty adorable. But it's because Numby's like significantly smaller than any other Warp Trotter. Which I guess was like on purpose, but I don't know. It's just odd to me, like why they made him so small.
Sounds like you two are getting along. What's Numby saying?
Fuck if I know. I don't speak Numby. Life is ultimately meaningless. Can you imagine?
Seriously? You actually speak Trotter?
Look, you guys. Looks like it wants to leave.
Looks like they want to find their master. Let's follow them.
Help! Those people dressed in black are attacking us!
Hey, I'm talking to you. Where do you guys store the Geomarrow?
I really don't know anything!
This place is filled with nothing but incompetence.
Those cowards! I guess they want to do this the hard way.
Jeez.
I'm fine. Timely
Commencing
treatment.
support. Ready for another?
Tedious.
Time for some hardship. You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Enemy targets detected.
Unworthy. Blade of Moonlight.
Leave it to me. Stand down.
Commencing support. Thanks for the support.
Ready for death.
Enemy target ready for another? Let me pin your...
Unworthy. Blade of moonlight.
Uh-huh. Looks like Numby's in a good mood.
But aren't they on the IPC side? Strange.
Look, the IPC isn't, like, inherently bad. No, look it. I was like trying to defend the IPC, but it's like, they're not really. They're basically extorting a planet that has no. That basically has a shit economy. So yeah, I guess they're not there. I was trying to defend them, but yeah, whatever.
Look! That big guy down there. Is he the one in charge?
We'll see who's really in charge. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go kick ass.
Where'd Numby go?
Wow. For something so short and stubby, they're surprisingly nimble. Well, guess that's that. We're on our own now. Let's keep going. Hey, you! Are you in charge around here?
All local. The IPC is currently conducting asset evaluation work here. Local residents are advised to follow those responsible for evacuation to the...
Don't lie to us! You seized the mine by force for yourself. You drove the locals out of their homes. I'm warning you. Get lost or suffer the consequences. Don't you dare show your face around here again!
And who might you be? You have quite the attitude. This is our jurisdiction now. We are all powerful here.
I hate that term. We're all powerful.
You know Topaz? Interesting. It doesn't matter. The Strategic Investment Department has no obligation to talk to anyone not related to this project. In cases where debtors fail to repay within the set time frame, the IPC reserves the right to skip negotiations and take over all assets. We're simply following the rules. What exactly is your problem?
You? What the fuck? I thought that was clear.
You know, it's funny how the rules always seem to work in your favor, don't you think? This world's been hanging by a thread, and now you're here to pull the plug on it.
Don't blame me. I'm simply following orders. Do you think I get to make those kinds of decisions?
Save your breath, March. I never held out any hope of resolving this problem peacefully. Didn't you claim the IPC was all-powerful? Well, now's the perfect chance to show us what you can do.
If I knew things were gonna get this heated, I'd have applied for overtime. Anyway, since you seem intent on settling this matter with violence, prepare yourselves for my heavy laser cannon.
Oh, jeez.
What's in your prescription? Thanks for the support. Well, listen, field kick! Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Is that
nothing of the weight behind this power. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Ready for another? Need a doctor?
Stand down. Blade of moonlight. Blade fodder.
Stand down.
Try harder.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Nowhere to run.
Leave it to me.
I won't make the same mistake twice.
And that's why I like Byron.
Timely treatment.
Commencing support.
Ready for death. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Time for some hardship. You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Let me tend your wound.
Nowhere to run.
Who are you people? Not even our tech could take you down.
We took down the Doomsday Beast, the Stellaron, and Fantilia. Did you really think you could stop us?
I don't think they knew. Like, I don't think they know that. Like, let's be real. They probably only know about the Stellaron, not the Doomsday Beast or Fantilia. Like, come on.
Darn it! I'm all out of ammo.
Sir, we've just received word from the director.
Director Topaz? What did she say?
Teams are not to disrupt the lives of local inhabitants during the asset evaluation period. Teams that violate this directive will have their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%!
So,
60%? We're done for!
I love that that's what the thing that... that's the thing where they're like, oh, we're fucked. We lost our year-end bonus because we were assholes? Who would have thought?
Attention all personnel! Evacuate the mine immediately! Erase all traces of your presence!
So, are we all good here, or what?
Yeah. Judging by the looks on their faces, I don't think they'll be back. So, who is this Topaz anyway? She seems to have no problem ordering these idiots around. Or taming fragmentum creatures, for that matter.
It's a long story.
Why did this mess have to happen so close to the festivities? The timing couldn't have been any worse.
Oh, looks like we've got a message.
From Topaz? No, it's from the group.
I get the feeling Branya's worried about something. We'd better go back and see her. Are you coming with us, Zila?
Go on without me. I still have stuff to take care of. The miners need to know what happened here. Grania messaged you, which means she thinks you can help. I trust her judgment.
Got it, Zila. We'll do what we can to help Branya out. Come on, to Klipoth Fort!
In Rivet Town.
These guys don't look like disease.
Oh shit.
By order of the Supreme Guardian, proceed no further. Miss Topaz.
Belobog might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket. See you later, Captain.
Wow, you gotta love that. She really just stole the show.
Welcome back. I appreciate your help more than I can express. It couldn't have been easy running all over the city.
That's what friends are for, Branya. You don't sound like yourself. Is something wrong?
I'm fine. I haven't rested in a while. There's just too much happening all at once. Perhaps, but the IPC won't wait for me to catch up. They're moving quickly. Belobog is crawling with their agents. All they talk about is asset evaluation. Silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must have issued an order against harassing the citizenry. Still, that hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
Yeah, I can tell. This is a kind of a fucked up situation.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz again? We're curious to know what solution she has in mind.
That's the reason I asked for you to come here. I need your advice. Look.
And what is that?
It's...
The contract Topaz sent to me a little while ago. There's a handwritten letter attached. Please, take a look at the contents. And then tell me your thoughts.
Miss Branya, if you'll permit me to call you that, I'd like to share a story with you from my own life.
Okay. She's really having Numby type this out for her. What the hell?
In your eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel, but in reality, we all have a story to tell. As for myself, I was born on a small, unremarkable planet at the edge of the galaxy, a place whose name is known only to the native inhabitants. My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy, mostly in chemical or heavy industries. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. I don't recall the exact moment when it happened, but people started wearing respirators just to walk down the street. All you could hear were the wheezing coughs of the people, day and night.
Damn, that is
My
poor.
home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only struggle on amidst sewage, acid rain, and dust, waiting for the end. Finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. In return for their help, they asked for just one thing: that all inhabitants sign a contract which would make them employees of the IPC. 2 years after signing the contract, The dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and trees began to grow and thrive again. After 5 years, many animals, previously on the brink of extinction, reappeared. When I was finally old enough, I officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department. I witnessed the changes that took place on my home world, and was determined to bring the same changes to many other worlds in the galaxy that were experiencing the same plight. I am writing to you, Miss Bronya, with the genuine desire to express something important. I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, there are things of much greater value, such as survival. How many generations of Belabogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? Who can guarantee that every future Guardian will be as prudent and enlightened as you? How can you guarantee that a disaster such as the Stellaron crisis will not descend upon Belobog yet again? I have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, all of Belobog's debts will be forgiven. In addition, the IPC will set up a special team to support the reconstruction of Eurillo 6. I can understand that for you, this is an extremely difficult decision, because you, and you alone, will bear the fate of all Belabogians. But because of this, I believe that you will make the right decision. A decision that will truly benefit your people.
Her words do sound quite sincere. What do you make of it?
That's a tough one. Because anyone can just say nice words, right? Yeah, I also have to keep in mind that she's probably saying what Bronya wants to hear. Alright, that's a tough one. But I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say she's, but based on her actions so far, I can say that she's not evil. But we also do that, but that doesn't also mean that she doesn't have her own agenda. So I'm just leave it at that.
Yes, she is a high-ranking member of the IPC, after all. She knows how to use words to her advantage. In any case, she wasn't wrong when she said this would be an extremely difficult decision. This planet's fate, the civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen, it all rests in my hands. This definitely can't, and shouldn't, be a decision made by me alone.
Let's get it from others first.
That thought has crossed my mind, and it comforts me to hear you say that.
Right. I don't think it's fair for you to carry the weight alone. Why not discuss it with others first?
Topaz hasn't given me much time to consider. She wants me to decide as soon as possible. I wanted to put it to a vote, and let all the citizens of both the overworld and the underworld have their say. But with such little time, I'm afraid that's a lost cause. I'll convene the Klapoth Fort architects immediately to discuss the contract. As for the locals, I'd like you to gauge their stance on the matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. They'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts.
Do I have voting rights?
I think we should leave this matter to the Belabogians. Don't you agree? We've got your back. We failed to convince Topaz, but this should be a piece of cake.
Thank you, March. I'll assemble the ministers. Let's meet up here again later.
All right. If we want to make an informed decision, we need to hear from both the overworld and the underworld, right? Let's start with the overworld.
I feel like the overworld were probably more likely to do it, and the underworld. The overworld will more likely do it, and then the underworld will the overworld will most likely agree. The overworld will most likely agree, and the underworld will most likely disagree. That's what I'm thinking. But let's find out.
You know what I mean.
Well, look who we have here! You and Marge paying us a visit. What's the occasion? Uh-oh, sounds like something serious is happening. You'd better fill me in. What? How is that possible? I need a moment to wrap my head around this.
Yeah, we all did too. Don't worry.
Mr. Val, we're racing against the clock. No time for head wrapping.
It's okay. I've thought it through. If it were up to me, I'd sign the contract.
What? Hold on, are you serious? I thought you'd be against it for sure.
Surprised? My reasons are pretty simple. Signing this contract would mean we no longer have to worry about surviving. For most of the residents here, especially those in the underworld, that would be more than enough to persuade them. As for working for the company, people need to work no matter where they are, right? If the IPC tries to take too many liberties, we can always rise up against them. You know, I've always longed for the stars since I was a child, which is why I devoted myself to science and the studying of the Stellaron. If someone told me that I could do whatever research I wanted with only a small price to pay, I probably wouldn't hesitate.
I see. I suppose that makes sense. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Payla. I feel like Payla would say no.
We meet again.
Something tells you that Payla's gonna say no.
Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong. I hope it's nothing too serious.
God, you are so short, Payla. Anyways.
Sounds serious. I'm all ears. Really? You better not be making things up.
I wish it were made up. Unfortunately, it's all true. We don't have much time, Payla. Branya wants to get everyone's opinion.
Wait, you're telling me I have to make this huge decision on the spot? At least give me a few seconds to think it over. Okay, I think I've got it. If it were up to me, I'd probably agree to the IPC's conditions.
Huh. Okay. Any particular reason?
I've looked at some of the climate reports, and based on the data I've seen, it'll take 3 or 4 more generations for the snow to completely subside. And that's assuming no other disasters occur. I care if the IPC is able to bring about immediate change, then I think that's a price well worth paying.
Okay, that's 2 out of 3.
Building a better world for future generations sounds great, right? But is it any fun for the engineers and architects who are directly involved in such a pursuit?
I see. So, compared to a distant and uncertain future, what you really care about is making sure the people around you have a good life. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Yeah, so far what I'm thinking is holding true. But the overworld is going to say yes, and then I'm thinking the underworld is going to say no. Because here's the thing. The underworld is very much like, I want freedom. They've been under the oppression of the overworld for so long that they're going to feel like they're going to be under the oppression of the IPC now. I was going to say, where's the last one? No, good, it's done. What's up, man?
Is that the Trailblazers? It's been a while. I didn't think you'd be back in Belobog so soon. It's been pretty hectic in the city lately. All these people dressed in black suddenly showed up, and even the Silvermane guards have had trouble dealing with them. Do you need my opinion? I'm happy to help. So that's who they are. It's worse than I imagined. The Madam Guardian must be under a lot of pressure. Is there really nothing we can do to assist her?
We're here to gather everyone's opinion on the matter. I know this is a little sudden, but we're running out of time. What's your take?
Why, I'd refuse the contract, of course. There is no room for compromise. Just look at them. Arrogant, stomping around here as if they own the place. How can such people be trusted? Who's to say they won't breach the contract? Faced with this sort of coercion, we must resist them with all our might. Surrendering is not an option.
Okay, so that's our first
We must
disagree.
warn the Madam Guardian not to allow herself to fall into their trap.
A soldier's perspective is always valuable, Dunn. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Okay, so that's our first disagree. Or our first
Did we
don't
miss
sign it.
anyone in the overworld? I think we asked just about everyone we needed to. From what I've gathered, it seems like most people in the overworld are leaning towards signing the IPC's contract. We'd better hurry to the underworld and see what Natasha and Zila make of it all.
Oh, we both know damn well Z was gonna say no. I genuinely think the biggest plot twist would be if Zila said yes. I think that would be the biggest plot twist.
Where there are people, there is noise.
What brings you two to the underworld? And why the long face? Seems a little out of the blue, but since you came all this way, it must be urgent. Go ahead. That is a lot of information to take in. Sorry, both of you. I know you're in a hurry, but I need a moment to think.
No stress, Nat. Just tell us what you really think.
I've thought about it, and... well, if I were Branya, I wouldn't sign it.
Really?
I won't deny the offer on the table is a very tempting one. And if we refuse, Belobog will not only have the burden of a huge debt, we may also incite the wrath of a very powerful force. But even so, a quote I read back in school came to me just now. Those who are willing to give up freedom for security will end up with neither. Living in the underworld has taught me that this phrase is true. I'd rather trek through the frigid snow plains than live in a beautiful cage.
Wow, that's a pretty convincing argument.
No. I think it's more of a selfish one. I'll be honest. I don't completely agree with that argument. Yes, here's the thing. Yeah, it'll be a beautiful cage, but you'll be living in bliss in that cage. Like, is freedom, like, think about it. Is having total complete freedom really worth it when you're sleeping in mud? Right? It's like, if you're sleeping in dirt, is that freedom really worth it? Whereas if you decide to work under somebody else, or you decide to be under the reign of somebody else, the quality of your life, the quality of not just your life, but the life of everybody around you goes up. Then I feel like that's a fair trade.
Another vote for the against pile. Thanks for your insight, Nat.
None other than the saviors of Belobog. To what do I owe the pleasure? To be honest, I'm surprised you even remembered an old geezer like me. but I can tell by the look on your faces you're probably not dropping by to say hi. Let me guess. Something to do with these unruly people in black showing up everywhere? Well, ask away. It just so happens I'm curious about them myself. Maybe I can be of some help. I see. That's a tricky situation, all right.
Mr. Oleg, out of all the people we know in Belobog, you have the most life experience. What do you think we should do?
Want to hear the truth? I'm afraid great ambitions and lofty plans no longer hold much appeal for an old-timer like me. If this IPC does indeed possess the magical power to restore Belobog back to its former self overnight, then I think the answer is clear. Have you considered the opposite? What about if we refuse? The reconstruction plan already sounds like an endless endeavor. And with the added burden of a massive debt, well, is that something we can manage on our own? What worries me the most is how Lady Bronya will handle the backlash from her people. Will she be able to withstand the criticism? Is she prepared to carry the weight of a tarnished reputation for years to come?
Huh. I guess I never looked at it from that angle. I wouldn't wish that title on anyone. Thank you for your thoughts, Mr. Oleg. Another vote for the 4 pile.
Oh, we're not gonna ask Zila. We're gonna go to Svarog or Clara, since Svarog's with Topaz. But I'm guessing they're gonna try and make it an even split. But I genuinely think agreeing is the better option.
Miss March, big brother, what brings you to the underworld?
Hey there, Clara. Is Svarog not around?
Mr. Svarog went out for a walk with a lady called Topaz.
What? Topaz? Do you know where they went?
I'm not sure, but Mr. Svarog promised he'd be back soon.
What now? Svarog's super logical. We should definitely get his opinion.
I don't know about that. Clara's still just a kid. Like, I feel like we'd blow her mind over something like this.
True. Don Hung's always saying that Clara's really insightful for her age.
Huh? Miss March, do you want to ask me something? That's complicated. I don't know what to say.
It's all right, Clara. No pressure. Just tell us how you feel about it.
I think if we have a choice for the future, it should be everyone's decision. Because when I was playing with Hook, the moles, and the other kids, we talked about our dreams. Everyone has different dreams. If we accept Miss Topaz's offer, then doesn't that mean our dreams will never come true?
Wow, she doesn't agree with him.
Taking away people's dreams like that. I don't know. It feels wrong.
You're right. Children see the world as a place where anything is possible. Just the thought of our lives being predestined from birth makes me shiver. Thanks, Clara. Your thoughts mean a lot to us. All that running around has worn me out. So, the final conclusion is... the votes are completely even. I don't know what to do. Both sides have really compelling arguments. Right! We haven't asked Zila. She's probably still in the Great Mine helping the miners. Come on, let's get going.
There's no way in the hell Zila's saying yes. I actually think it would be a massive plot twist if she says yes.
so soon? Any news? Are you feeling all right? You look a little uneasy. Important matter, huh? I can tell from your tone that this isn't gonna be a lighthearted chat. But I'm ready to hear it.
Wait. Another thought just occurred to me. Is Zila even gonna understand the situation? Because she's just, I love Zila, but she's not that smart.
I think I get it. At first, I thought it was just a few IPC ruffians overstepping their boundaries.
Yeah, you didn't think the future of Belobog was at stake, right?
Right. I need a little time to process this.
As it stands, the votes are even. Your opinion will make all the difference.
I would not have told her that.
In that case, I abstain.
Really?
What?
I've thought about it. This responsibility rests on Bronya's shoulders, not mine. No matter the choice she makes, she has far greater foresight than I do. She can see the bigger picture more clearly than I can. The vote is tied. If I were to give you my view, it would tip the scales and possibly impact her final choice. I'll respect whatever decision she makes, but it's not my place to make it for her.
Understood, Zila. This is a difficult decision to make, and everyone feels differently about it. It's times like these that a leader must stand up and do what's needed.
Right. It's Bronya's decision. She knows what's at stake. She won't run away from her duty. I trust her wholeheartedly. If she asks you, just let her know my reasoning. She'll understand.
Well, it's all in Bronya's hands now. She has to make the final call.
Bro, talk about pressure.
Right? I'm glad Belobog has someone like her in charge. The time has come. Let's go fill her in. I'm curious to see how she's handling those Klapoth ministers.
Where there are people, there is noise.
Whoa, the fort's packed! I've never seen this many people here before. Oh, jeez, I can barely even hear myself think.
Jesus. Looks like... Whoa!
I support the Supreme Guardian's decision.
Down, will you?
Oh. Bronya, like... Jesus. You think the Black Plague was happening again? Oh my god.
March, you're back. So, what's the verdict? What do the people think?
We talked to people in both the overworld and the underworld. The final result was a tie.
I see. I suppose everyone has their own way of seeing things. I can't say I'm surprised. What was Zila's perspective on the matter?
She's behind you, whatever you decide.
I should have known. That sounds like Zila, all right.
Did you come to a conclusion with the ministers? Oh, it's so loud I can't tell what anyone's saying.
It's pretty much the same situation here. Neither party is willing to compromise. The time has come to make a decision. This chaos cannot be allowed to continue any longer.
Enough! All of you!
Yeah, you guys really are not helping the situation.
Wait!
Himiko!
I have something to say to the Supreme Guardian.
But aren't you?
Himeko? Wait, is that the real you or a hologram?
It's the real me, March. Real as they come.
What the fuck? What are you doing here? Why did you show up all of a sudden? And how? And don't die.
Miss Himiko, from the Astral Express? It's an honor. Thank you for all your help in our previous campaign. If we had known of your arrival beforehand, the architects would have given you a proper welcome. I'm afraid the current circumstances are quite exceptional.
I understand, Miss Rania. No need to explain. Your city is facing immense difficulties. My intention is simply to ensure that you have all the relevant intel.
You couldn't have come a bit sooner.
I hesitate to call it a solution, but I might have some information that might help. It is my hope that with this information, you will be better equipped as the Supreme Guardian to make a wise and informed decision.
Information? Please, tell me what you know, Miss Himiko.
I happen to have a friend with knowledge of Topaz. What Topaz said about her home world is indeed true, which is why she believes that the IPC's takeover of Belobog is the only way of ensuring the city's survival. But there is one thing she intentionally left out. Not all worlds that have accepted the IPC's terms have been saved.
Oh, what an interesting thing to leave out.
You mean...
Performing ecological reconstruction on a planet carries inevitable risks. According to the intel provided by my friend, the success rate for the ecological reconstruction of worlds using the IPC's technology is 63%.
Only 63% of planets succeed? That's not exactly comforting.
Right?
This is the overall average across all IPC projects. The success rate of projects personally handled by Topaz is above 80%. She's undoubtedly one of the most capable people in her field. I wanted to bring these numbers, these probabilities, to light. I think it's only fair that you know all the facts before making a decision. Ultimately, it's up to you, Supreme Guardian, to make the final call.
I understand. Thank you, Miss Himiko. This information is of great help. Regardless of how alluring their promises may be, this contract is nothing more than a gamble. As a leader, I cannot let the future of Belobog hinge on a roll of the dice.
Now that you've decided, I don't have to pretend to be impartial anymore. I think you're making the right choice, Branya.
Astral friends, I have an idea, but for it to work, I'll need everyone's cooperation.
So, we denied it.
I need some time to rally all the residents in the city. And then, I'll meet with Topaz again. Please locate her for me. It doesn't matter where she is or what she's doing. And if the IPC is still trying to take over Belobog's assets, I ask that you do everything in your power to stop them.
Don't worry. Leave it to us. We'll find her. It won't be easy dealing with her, but these two will help me get the job done.
Wow,
Belobog's future is
Himiko's
not
actually
for sale.
doing something.
And we'll never forget the friends who stood by us in our time of need. Not once, but twice. Stay safe, everyone.
Means guarantee time stop IPC's infiltration.
Gepard should be waiting for us in Rivet Town, right? Here we go again. Back to our old stomping grounds for another adventure.
Where there are people, there is noise.
The Supreme Guardian has briefed me on the situation and asked that I assist you in locating Topaz. Ready to enter Rivet Town? We'll go in together when everyone is set. Keep your guards
Let's go.
up. We might run into IPC agents ahead.
Destination reached.
Wow, would you look at that? Huh. I never would have guessed it'd be here.
What an awkward place for dead robots.
I don't see any mech or weapons. This place is completely surrounded by mountains. Surely they can't be.
Affirmative. The weapons are concealed within the towering rock formations.
No wonder we couldn't find the automaton factory. It was right under our noses all along. Wait a minute. You said these weapons have been hidden here from the very beginning? That means the architects of Eurillo 6 never used them in their fight against the Legion.
Correct. After the IPC departed from this world more than 700 years ago, no one has possessed the necessary knowledge for activating these weapons. The architects used the IPC blueprints to construct replica automatons. However, the overwhelming majority of the combatants, commanded by Elisa Rand, were human.
I see. The stories about this world are truly captivating.
I would like to ask you a question, Topaz.
You're awful polite for a big robot. Ask. Don't be shy.
If the IPC does not intervene, this world is doomed. Are you convinced of this conclusion beyond any doubt?
Nope, that's a
Yes.
profound no.
I've gone through countless case studies, and they all point to the same conclusion. Any world that comes into contact with a Stellaron is doomed. On the surface, things may appear to be getting better since the Astral Express lent a helping hand. But sooner or later, the underlying problems will resurface.
Bro, why does this place look like a fucking WWE SmackDown ring?
A looming crisis can often lie hidden beneath the illusion of prosperity, unnoticed by many.
Understood.
Understood. That's it? You don't have any thoughts on the matter?
Emotional readings indicate that your response is sincere and accurate. That is all I wish to confirm regarding this matter. While my opinion on the future of this planet may differ from yours, it ultimately holds no weight. I am merely a tool, not a decision maker.
Huh. If only my colleagues had the same self-awareness as you. Come on, Numby. We've got some assessing to do.
Topaz disappeared after leaving Rivet Town. In her absence, her subordinates flooded in and took over.
The IPC soldiers are well equipped. It wouldn't be wise to fight them head on. Captain, what do you have in mind?
You're right, Miss Himiko. We'll be using the automaton stealth bomb to cover our tracks.
Automaton stealth bomb?
We're blowing shit up in this
I'll
place?
explain later. Let's get moving.
And in what world is a bomb stealthy?
Keep noise to a minimum, everyone. We don't want to alert the enemy to our presence. It's time to deploy the automaton stealth bomb. Are you ready? Use the automaton stealth bomb to wipe out the IPC threats. Remember, try to avoid being noticed. Remaining hidden will increase our chances of success.
Oh my god. Okay, we're controlling the autonomous stealth bomb. Press the attack button to trigger self-detonation and stun all enemies. Be written off.
Defining goals. Teamworking.
Oh no!
What?
They saw.
It's all right. We prepared. Are you ready? Remember.
Jesus.
Oh wow! We wiped them all out in a single explosion. That's what you call efficiency.
It's a shame we had to resort to this method, but we had no choice.
You Silvermane guards sure are a righteous bunch.
Bro, March, we just blew somebody to Kingdom Come. Like, have some sympathy. My god, these guys are just trying to get a paycheck and we just blew their legs off.
I've seen standard issue robots like these before. It's an IPC field team leader.
Correct. The exterior is similar to the Grizzly, but its weapons and armor are more advanced. Hopefully the automaton stealth bomb will still be effective. Let me know when you're ready. Are you ready? Remember, try.
Okay, so he doesn't move and he moves.
Oh, woohoo! The coast is clear.
To be honest, I didn't think it would be so powerful. Good thing everything went according to plan. This is the road that Topaz took when she left Rivet Town.
Let's find her and tell her about Bronya's decision.
This time, the gloves are off.
Right, like, look, there's a gigantic screen going on. Like, bro.
Mr. Svarog? Are you alright? I hope Topaz and her IPC henchmen didn't hurt you.
Greetings, outsiders. System functions are normal. I have had no conflict with the IPC's representatives. Such a result would be highly undesirable. Topaz is ahead. She had the means to force me to comply with her orders, but chose not to. From her perspective, the only way to preserve Belobog is by incorporating it into the IPC. While I do not agree with her viewpoint, I lack the computational power to provide evidence to the contrary. While it is unlikely, I still encourage the avoidance of any potential conflicts.
Unlikely potential? Meaning there could still be conflicts.
Don't worry, March. The Express never pursues conflict as a first means. But if it comes down to it, we won't back down either. That's how it's always been.
Himiko's right. As long as we can look at ourselves in the mirror and know we did the right thing, that's all that matters.
Oh, you need a mirror? There's a fucking there's a 100-foot mirror just right there. Bro, this looks like a fucking... UFC cage match. Like, what is going on here? You expect me to believe that weapons of mass destruction are just kept here?
Topaz come here? Is she looking for something?
It's possible. Many mysteries lurk beneath the surface of this world.
Oh, hey there, slowpokes. I was starting to think you weren't gonna show up. This lady next to Miss March looks oddly familiar.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Topaz. I'm Himiko, the Astral Express's navigator.
Oh, wow. I remember now. The illustrious Miss Himiko. Some of my colleagues dream about meeting you.
Yeah, I wonder why. Do I have any fans?
I'd be surprised if you didn't. Don't underestimate the reputation of the Nameless out among the stars. You're following in the footsteps of the great Akavili, after all.
I'm pleased to see how well everyone's been getting along. Topaz, based on your greeting, I presume you have a good grasp of the current situation?
Of course! The deadline has already passed, but Branya still hasn't signed the contract. I think I can guess what's holding her back.
Please, don't misunderstand us, Miss Topaz. We have no intention of opposing the IPC or its board of directors, but we have very dear friends on Eurillo 6. Standing idly by and watching them sign an unfair contract goes against everything the Nameless are about.
Miss Himeko, sorry for interrupting, but this doesn't sound like a negotiation.
We needn't waste our time, March. She made her decision 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago? What do you mean?
There's no fooling the Astral Express. You're absolutely right. Differing views don't necessarily mean one person is right and the other is wrong. However, to keep things moving forward, there's usually only one solution.
Huh? What do you mean?
My superiors have granted me the approval I need.
Your vacation time has been approved? Okay. No, where to see your situation?
You're very curious about my work, aren't you? So many eager faces. I won't keep you in the dark any longer. Approval to launch an attack on the members of the Astral Express.
Wow.
The best kept secret to getting something over the line? Always be ready to turn the tables. Go, Numby. Projects under my wing have no room for error.
Wow, okay. Fuck. Hey, Numby. Alright, I guess we're just kicking ass now.
Thanks for the support.
Unworthy.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Time for some hardship.
Commencing support.
Blade of Moonlight. All will be revealed. In the lunar flame.
Let's begin.
Ready for another?
Try harder.
What's in your prescription?
treatment.
Not good. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. You don't look so good. Enemy targets detected.
Blade fodder.
Time for some hardship.
Ah, Jinglio's so
Stand down.
fucking fun.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Commencing support.
Tedious.
Enemy targets detected.
Blade of moonlight.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Time wasted your prescription.
Timely treatment.
We have the upper hand. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Nowhere to run.
Leave it to me. Stop me.
Ready for another? Thanks for the support.
Wow. Love that RNG.
You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Thanks for the support. What's in your prescription? Thanks for the support.
Stop me.
Stand down.
Mother.
Let's begin.
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Timely treatment.
Tedious. Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Let me pen your wound. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Alright.
Thanks for the support.
Ready for death.
What's in your prescription?
We're not taking any chances, but we should be fine.
Thanks for the support.
There we go.
Incredible. No wonder the Astral Express is so highly regarded. Finished warming up? Now it's my turn.
Why did it focus on her fucking button-up
All of
cleavage?
you, put down your weapons.
Bronya, join my team, please. Come over to my account.
You're here
Holy
just
crap.
in time. Things were about to get out of control.
I'm gonna have an E6 Jackie Chan before I get Bronya.
I was starting to wonder whether you'd left the Express crew to fend for themselves. That would hardly be becoming of you.
I would never do such a thing. There was an important matter that required my attention.
More important than this?
Yes.
Apparently.
I think you'll understand the significance once you see it. In short, I need you to help us evaluate our current progress.
Help you? That's interesting. I was under the impression you'd already decided to obstruct our operations here.
I have read your letter word for word, Miss Topaz. And your childhood experiences truly touched me. Your hometown once experienced a similar catastrophe to Yarilo 6. So I can understand your perspective on the issue and the position you have taken. It's because of this empathy you have that I still hold out a glimmer of hope. Despite all that's happened, I hope we can still find common ground through peaceful means.
I have to admit, talking to you is always such a pleasure. I apologize for my behavior just now. It was, inappropriate. I admire your determination, seeing as we've come, this far. I've changed my mind. I'll hold off a little longer and see what you have to show me. But remember, winning over the higher-ups won't be easy.
I understand. That's why I've been taking things one step at a time. The first step was changing your mind. Members of the Express, we'll need your help too.
As always.
What a dismal sight. This district. Have you been here before?
Yes. This is where we put an end to it all.
And then began again.
That's right. Kyle, sorry for the delay. Are we clear to proceed?
The path ahead is clear, Madam Guardian. You and your companions can proceed north without hindrance.
Excellent. The mountain road ahead is a little treacherous. Watch your step. Let's go.
What is this place?
Bro.
We've never been here before, right?
We've only recently discovered this domain.
Bro, we're unlocking new
forward.
parts of Belobog.
What I
This
want
is
to show
cool.
you is just ahead.
Wow. I don't lie, this kind of gives me like Nier Automata vibes. Like just the industrial scenery, the factory.
Belobog have not given up. I just want to give them a chance. Do you two recognize that broken down machine over there?
The engine of creation.
I thought you might. Miss Topaz, I know you've done a lot of research into Belobog. I was wondering if there was any information on the engine of creation in your records?
Not at all. Which is why I find it so incredible. Such a massive feat of engineering, yet there's not a single mention of it in any of the Strategic Investment Department's reports.
I may know the reason why. The engine of creation was constructed solely by the people of Belobog, without any external assistance. The project was led by the first Supreme Guardian, Alyssa Rand. While warriors fought on the front lines, the engineers worked tirelessly behind the scenes, designing and constructing it.
So what you're saying is, the engine of creation was a weapon constructed by the Belabogians themselves?
Yes, but not entirely. The engine of creation was commissioned for combat shortly after its completion, and played a significant role in the battles against the Legion. But Alyssa Rand had a long-term vision, one that nobody anticipated. For a long time, this feat of engineering was codenamed the Geological Reconstruction Unit. It was actually given a much grander purpose: to help the Belabogians rebuild their homeland and restore their world to its former glory, after driving away all those who threatened it.
Remarkable. A vision that would transcend both time and generations of Belabogians. Madame Rand was truly an inspiring leader. Not to take away from the Supreme Guardian in front of me. She's quite the inspiring leader as well.
Thank you. But I didn't really do anything. All I did was bring the people of Belobog together and make them aware that our hard-earned freedom was under immense threat once again. If we want to preserve this freedom, we must act and show those who doubt us that we, Belobog, have the will and the ability to control our own destiny. The outcome of our mobilization speaks for itself. The children of Belobog have made their decision. They have chosen to preserve this homeland with their own two hands.
I must say, I didn't anticipate this at all. I'll fight for this opportunity for you, Branya. I shouldn't have conflated your own circumstances with my childhood. That was a serious lapse of judgment on my part. My world never had a resolute leader, so people gave up on the idea of saving themselves long ago. But your civilization has persisted through the snow and storms for 700 years. A truly admirable feat.
Then, are you willing to retract your previous decision? As for the debt, we'll find a way to gradually repay it. But it'll take some time.
Unfortunately, the acquisition of Urilla 6 is a strategic decision that's been approved by the IPC's top brass. Even if I wanted to overturn it, convincing them would be extremely difficult. Unless...
Don't worry, Miss Topaz. Myself and all of the Nameless aboard the Astral Express are willing to vouch for this world.
Fantastic. That might just work. As for the, reports and potential accountability... I'll handle it.
All right. So it looks like I had the wrong idea about this, because, well, I didn't think they would actually go through with it, but if I was Bronya, I might have actually signed it. I'm gonna be real. I mean, that was before I knew all this, but yeah.
Miss Topaz, you mentioned accountability.
Don't worry, it's nothing I can't handle. There are more important things than titles and ranks. Finding the best solution is what matters most.
Will they cut your
If
pay?
that's what they want to do, then so be it. I've long passed the stage of working just for money.
Thank you so much for all you've done. I never thought we'd drag the Express into a crisis again. Much less one that might cause a rift between you and the IPC.
Rift? I wouldn't go that far. Also, it's me who's mostly to blame. I didn't keep my subordinates in check.
My putting in some good words with your bosses.
17. Oh, I think I might know who you're talking about. You could say he's a special case. For most people, the interview process is much shorter.
I'm glad we're able to discuss some lighter topics. Well, you all need some rest after everything you've been through. I have arranged rooms for you all at the Goethe Hotel. Miss Topaz, if you need somewhere comfortable to stay.
I appreciate the offer, but I need to head back and deliver my reports. It's been great getting to know you both. I hope we can work together again in the future. Only next time under better circumstances.
Alright. Well, that ended kind of how I expected, but didn't go the way I expected.
Where there are people, there is noise.
I've been wondering, how did you figure out what was happening here on Belobog, Himeko?
Well, you know, keeping an eye on the crew is just another part of a navigator's job.
March was looking forward to the Soulwarm Festival for ages. Looks like she's missed her chance this time.
Nah, I think they'll probably still
I
have
never
it.
thought this trip would be so... tiring. Time for bed.
In light of the events that have transpired, we will be taking the following disciplinary measures against you. Your rank
I
will
do
be
not like
demoted
that.
from P45 to P44 with corresponding adjustment to your basic salary. All bonuses for the current cycle will be revoked, including stock options and performance bonuses. You will need to submit an additional report regarding this incident to Diamond. If you have any objections to this penalty, you may also file an appeal in writing.
I do not like that voice modulator. That
I
sounds
have no
weird.
objections.
That sounds real weird.
Understood. Is there anything else anyone would like to add? If there are no further remarks, this meeting is concluded.
You only got demoted one rank? Whew, you dodged a bullet there. Pretty big project to mess up on. Someone must be looking out for you. Oh, they've already left the call.
Is this a fucking... I forgot Enjo. Is this fucking Enjo? From the Abyss Lecter from Economia? The hell? Like, what the... Like, the way they're talking, the nuance, it literally sounds like Enjo from Economia.
Ugh, this voice changer is driving me crazy.
Let me turn it off.
Whoa.
Aventurine, why are you still on the line?
Hey, what's with the hostility? It's not like I'm your boss. Oh, wait. I guess I am now. My apologies. I'm still getting used to my new place in the hierarchy.
Can I help you? If you've got something to say it already.
Oh, nothing important. Just checking in on you. I told you Eurillo 6 would be a high-risk, low-reward case. Why do you even bother? In our line of work, having a kind heart can be more of a liability than an asset. If you're not careful, you'll end up leading yourself down a dead-end road.
Anything else? If not, I'm hanging up.
Wait, hold on a minute. Don't hang up, I get it. You're not in the mood for this conversation right now. Okay. How about this? Something that might interest you. While you were enjoying your playtime on Eurillo 6, Diamond was busy taking care of the head honcho of the Building Material Logistics Department. That's why he didn't attend today's meeting.
A Terravan?
That's right. The renowned Terravan. One of the 7 board members. He's throwing his support behind us instead of the marketing development department for once. Oswaldo won't be laughing anymore. Diamond's been a great help to both of us. Your antics on such a crucial day can't exactly have painted the strategic investment department in a good light, you know? Since you get the point, let's get down to business. I'm currently at Pier Point. There's a major deal that could affect the whole department. I just so happen to need a reliable project manager for the job. What do you say, old friend?
Huh. And what prompted the mighty Aventurine to start collaborating with others?
Penacony. What else?
What?
They're going to Penacony too?
That's right. Now that's the kind of reaction I was hoping for.
Hold on a minute. Diamond picked you for this project? I was expecting someone like Opal or Obsidian to handle it. At least someone higher than rank P46.
Honestly, who knows? The family has some pretty questionable characters. If you ask me, doing business with them is a lost cause. But as we both know, the IPC does more than just business deals. Guess it's my time to shine. So, how about it? This is a rare opportunity. Consider it. You never know, you might even be able to make up for your blunder on your Rillo 6.
I'll get back to you later. Seems like it's just one wild ride after another. I hope I made the right decision this time.
Oh wow, we found a live one.
The snow is mesmerizing.
Wow, so Topaz, you don't even have Topaz. You can just show up at the Express now? Okay. Wow, that was a lot. That was a really good quest. Not gonna lie, I had fun with that. That was interesting. Come back to Belobog, see all our friends at Belobog again. We never had that festival. But that was a really interesting quest. And then it set up Penacony. So I think we're gonna see I think we're probably gonna see Topaz again in Penacony, and then we're gonna see Aventurine. So Penacony is gonna be interesting. But yeah, that was actually a lot longer than I thought it'd be. So now I'm getting real tired. So I think I'm gonna end it here, and I'll stream again later tonight. I'll go through Swarm Disaster and like the new event, probably later today, and then stream until the wee hours of the morning. Yeah, your boy's gonna go take a nap. I'm gonna end it there. I'll see you guys later.